Welcome to CEO Money. I'm Michael Yorba. Thanks for joining with us. All right, I've got Stephen Greene back on the show with me today. It's been a little while, and he's brought his partner, Cory Rodriguez. Gentlemen, welcome to the show. Thanks for being here.
Thank you for having us.
All right, you give our audience some background on what let me make sure, NFN8 does, how you guys came up with this brilliant concept, and then I have a whole litany of questions for you.
Okay, go ahead, Cory.
Go ahead.
Tell them.
You're back.
What we've done is we found a way to conquer the digital asset marketplace, and we have taken a tier 3 data center, put machines in the data center that literally create money, and take that money, trade it in an open marketplace, and make more money. And we do that by using hardware, software, and an algorithmic formula that works. We call it the secret sauce.
Got it. Now you run what's the city of Florida?
I'm from Delray Beach, Florida. Our operation is in good old Austin, Texas.
Got it. And then Cory?
I run the Los Angeles office.
Okay. And now, let me get a little back in. I probably didn't ask you about this before. How did you guys kind of come together? Let's get some color for the audience. I mean, because you're at both sides of the country, two different guys, but yet you came together and you have the most innovative way to create a positive cash flow from the get-go that I've ever heard of in my life. And I've had a lot of my friends go through it and pick it apart, and you guys have just blown their minds. How did you come together and then create such an amazing vehicle?
Go ahead.
All right. Well, we were always interested in technology, and we got together. We were involved in something called specialized mobile radio, which is a cellular technology. We're involved in some microwave technology. We were involved in some internet technology, and we said, what's coming next? We heard about the blockchain. We said there's got to be a way to get into it for the average guy, or get into it. We consider ourselves average guys, and the big banks and big financial companies, they're all going to figure this out sometime in the future. We have to figure it out now. Cory and I work together in those other spaces, so we figured we'll learn how to do this, and then we'll create a way for other average guys to participate with us and earn consistent revenue.
What's new at NFN8?
Many things. One new thing is we've been picked up by almost every news report, press releases, been on many different shows such as yours, because we have something very interesting. One, it's a technology that allows us not to be in the cryptocurrency or Bitcoin business per se, and two, that we're allowing people to participate with us who might be a little nervous about this exciting new space because, it is speculative. And we've taken a lot of the risk out of the opportunity.
What corporations are using your crypto? I mean, tell me about that space.
Well, what you're seeing right now is you have major corporations and financial institutions who are now being involved in blockchain, from the Starbucks of the world, the Nordstroms of the world, the Fidelities, the Goldman Sachs. We're now starting to see, again, major corporations involved in blockchain, and we're starting to see financial institutions involved in cryptocurrency. Goldman Sachs just opened up their first trading desk. Fidelity is now open for trading with cryptocurrency, and JP Morgan. So we're very excited that all these major corporations are involved, just like us.
Okay, tell me about the PR news stories.
PR, when a small company puts out PR that's not a public company, because that's not who we are, and that's not who we aspire to be. We don't look for investors or anything like that. We, as you know, we have a very unique sale leaseback model, which has worked very effectively.
Can we talk about that on today's show?
I'll be happy to.
Tell me about that.
Well, the way we grow our company and the way we allow people to participate, the usual thing is people invest, quote, invest, or a company takes out a note or borrows from a bank. We don't do any of those things. We don't want to dilute by selling shares, and we don't want to have debt. So we allow people like yourself to buy a machine just like the machines we use. We procure it, assemble it, test it, put it in our warehouse right alongside our machines. It's one of our babies. And we then lease it back the same day with a consistent monthly revenue of 27%, paid over 5 years. And at the end of the lease, we buy the machine back for what you paid for it. So it's kind of a great deal for us because we're not diluting and we're not borrowing. And it's a great deal for you because you're getting a cash flow for 5 years.
How does the accountant mark this?
Excuse me?
How does the accountant mark this? It's not an investment. It's a straight purchase.
It's equipment purchase. Just
okay.
like if you went to Home Depot and bought a generator,
Right.
you get a bill of sale. And if you drag that generator and leased it to your friend who's got a hot dog stand, you're making some revenue for the lease.
Brilliant. Is there a singular silo for this, a singular industry sector? Like, because right now you're talking about cryptocurrencies. Or is this concept something that you can expand
We
on?
believe and we're exploring and experimenting with other data outputs,
Come into the microphone. I wanna
other
make sure
data
everybody can hear you.
outputs
Yeah.
that these machines can produce for documentation, for security, for communication. Those outputs will be exploited as the marketplace grows and it is required. We're looking to make the most profits at the fastest speed we can. Right now it's in manufacturing crypto assets. As the industry grows, there are going to be other things that we'll be able to do as well.
So it's not just Bitcoin, it's a variety of crypto assets.
Many crypto assets.
Okay. How do you choose which ones you're going to work with?
Well, with our software, our proprietary software and platform, it allows us to mine different crypto assets at any given time. Right now we're at 35 different currencies that we're able to mine at any given time. So we're able to hold, buy, sell, trade, and release and be done, finished for the day on a crypto.
Now, when you say finish for the day, does that mean you're not holding positions overnight?
Exactly. We're not.
So does it go? Okay.
We
Cash.
cash out.
Okay. When you say you cash out, do you convert it
Dollars.
into fiat currency?
Dollars.
U.S. dollars.
So at the end of the day, you have cash in the account,
Right.
not crypto.
Not crypto.
And then you go back into the market the next day.
Born anew each day.
Every day.
And that's a good statement, born anew each day. Then, and I'm just trying to piece all these things together. At this point, you're mining new currency all the time and then trading it throughout the day.
Yes.
Does this trading take place Monday through Friday? Is it 7 days a week? Tell for the audience that doesn't know about this.
24/7.
24/7.
7 days a week,
24/7.
365.
Wow.
And it's people have all kinds of names that cash machine, all that kind of thing. We look at it as a business. It's a business. It's a business that makes revenue and profits, and we want to continue to grow it intelligently, conservatively, and with very precise focus on what we're doing. And that's exactly how we do it, and that's why we are doing well, and we are paying our leases, and we've never missed a payment,
That's
and
a
we
big
don't
statement
intend to.
right there. Okay.
Well, and that's why if you go to our website, you'll see a variety of press releases for the past year and a half with us. We were just we had a press release on Yahoo Finance. Associated Press just picked us up recently, and growing.
What is the future for NFN8?
NFN8's future is, I believe, we're ahead of the curve. I believe that the curve is the blockchain. The blockchain is going to be a part of future financial technology.
Right.
And just as you might say, well, back in the day, credit card, money inside a card, digital inside a card. Everyone was, oh my gosh, what's that? Well, now it's normalized. It's part of the financial system. And no, we're not suggesting everything's going to be overthrown or anything like that. This is going to be a significant evolution and a positive evolution of what we're doing today. It's going to make it safer, more efficient, more effective, and it's the next step. And we're fortunate enough and lucky enough, and we're so grateful to have been on the front edge of it and be able to share our success and our entrepreneurship with people.
Now, you mentioned that, and I wanted to define people. What kind of people are engaging with you? And if it's too narrow of a niche, let's open it up to what kind of people can engage with you.
The average person, or the person who's interested in increasing their portfolio of opportunities.
But they have to have a minimum amount to do business with.
Right. It's not a 50-cent deal.
Right.
Our opportunity to own a machine is in the $30,000 range. That's what it costs to buy a machine, and it's a purchase, and that purchase yields a revenue, and it's purchased back at the end of 5 years.
Earlier in the conversation, you had mentioned that there was a 5-year lease.
Right.
Right. What happens at the end of the 5 years?
At the end of the 5 years, we after we have paid the lease for the full 5 years, we will buy back the machine at the original price they paid for it.
So cash flow all the way along, and then they get their money back at the
Yes.
Exactly.
Wow. So that works out to be a pretty good thing. It seems like you guys are unique in your field. Am I getting that right? I've never heard this one before.
Well, we found a niche, and plus we're making a lot of money on these machines as well.
So, yeah, we found a niche, and look, there's a lot of entrepreneurial interest in the space. We found something that allows us to participate in the space, move forward, and we're doing it today. We're not raising money or going to invent something. It's invented, it's operating, it's making revenue and profits, and we're allowing individuals who want to have a piece of that action, who want to increase their portfolio, who want to take an opportunity to be involved,
And who like cash flow.
and who like
Absolutely.
cash flow.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Gentlemen, thank you so much for being a guest today.
Well, thank you
Thank you for
us.
having us. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Great to see you.
All right, you've been watching CEO Money with Michael Yorba. Thanks for joining with us. Like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, and subscribe to our YouTube channel.